Hello, the Infinite Man is back again at your service. As you can see, I wiped out the board with the word hate and projections, reflections, and everything else that I discussed in the last taping, because now I would like to discuss something completely different, not very different, related, obviously, but different subjects. Yeah, and the reason is basically I don't have anything more to share as far as feeling the hate, thinking the hate, and acting the hate versus feeling the love, acting the love, and wording the love. However, if any of you come up with something that you would like to share with all of us, please do so. Or if I come up with something more that I would like to expand on that subject, I will in future segments, tapings. What I want to say today, in this segment is, again, and this is not made up, again, I truly did run into the problem of a person, very loving person, very, very bright person in my life. And I was basically challenged again with, okay, I did listen to some of your recordings, and yeah, they're good and all that. They're loving, they're gentle, a very peaceful message. But nevertheless, it's not helping me. It's not doing me any good, because at this moment that I'm talking to you, I'm suffering. I'm suffering from the fact that I am 30 something years old and I still haven't achieved anything. I don't have a job, I don't have a partner, I don't have anything. And I'm still being supported by, my family. And that is killing me. That make me freezed up, paralyzed, numb. And no matter how much I hear you or other people as far as spirituality and the reality of the real side of life goes, it's not doing me any good. And I really did think about it for a moment or two, and I said, you are absolutely right. Because if someone would come to me many, many years ago, when I was where you are now, my response or reply or a reaction towards this movement, spiritual movement growth, would have been the same. Maybe even worse. I think you're a very polite person. You're saying it nicely. So I said to my friend, okay, what I want you to do between this conversation that we are having now and the next time is to go and make a blueprint. Okay? Blueprint. What is it that you like in life? Forget about spirituality. Get out of that completely. Let's go with your logic, your experiences, a degree that you got that you no longer respect or like or have any connection with. Forget about all of that, and let's start from a blueprint. Blueprint, obviously, as everybody knows, is the basic of the basic thing for making a building, right? Because we want to put it down first. We call it blueprint because it's done with, I think, blue ink, and it shows where the toilet is going to go, where the kitchen is going to go, and all that. And then we make this two-dimensional thing into other dimension, and all of a sudden after a few months we see a beautiful building or structure. However, it cannot be done without the blueprint. Blueprint is the basic, is the first step towards the objective you have that you want to work on, either by yourself or in a team. This has to be so clear to yourself and everyone else, so there is no friction. Everybody knows what they're supposed to do. The plumbers, they know what they're supposed to do, where they're supposed to go. The electricians, they need to have that information, and so on and so forth. So ask yourself in the blueprint, what is it that I like? What are my passions? Oh, I like to help people. Great. I love animals. Great. They might be related, they may not. Doesn't matter. Just put down what is it that you like. Oh, I like nature. I like, let's say, paintings. I like to cook. I like to experiment with different spices and stuff like that. And on and on and on and on. And when you put that in, come to me, and together we're going to sit on this, look at this blueprint and sit at the table looking at it and say, okay, how now we can relate this to this and 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 so on and so forth. How can we connect them? Because they need somehow to be connected. We need to find the common denominator among them in order to find out what is it that we want to do in life for ourselves, and hopefully make some success and financial freedom from it. So this is very important. That's why the blueprint is, because the plumber needs to know where to put the plumbing stuff, not too near the electricians and stuff like that. That's why it's important that they know about one another and we can make a complete picture of it. And then we come down to, oh, okay, you're really into natural stuff. You really want to be healthy, and through wanting to help people, you want other people also to be healthy physically, and hopefully less diseases, less complications, health complications, and longer better quality life and all that. How can we connect that to your love of cooking, connect that to your love of finding out about different spices in nature, seeds and leaves and all that, and connect all of that and take this one step at a time. Go to Google and research. Okay, where can I learn the best of the best about different seeds and leaves in life? Where are they? Are they in America? Are they somewhere else? How am I supposed to get there? How am I supposed to get to know them? How am I supposed to pick them? How am I supposed to deal with them? Should I dry them? Should I just use them raw and use their juices? And on and on and on and on. You need to do a good research, and that research may take a year or two or more, but at least you're working on your work. You're making progress. Because 2 years back, that you were still in the same predicament and you were confused and lost, and where is it that you want to go? If you had this, it would have been a different story. You were, let's say, 2 years ahead of the game. But doesn't matter. Life is not a rat race. Your pain and suffering got to the point that you said, you know what? I need to make a revolution in my life. I need to say BS with the spirituality and all that. I want to go after the reality side of life, and I want to be able to support myself and be independent and have a good partner in my life and all the wonderful things that everyone else is experiencing, right? Okay, granted, good. So you need to start with the blueprint. And as you go, it may, as I said, take some time, but that time you shouldn't think of, I'm wasting my time. No, you're working on your plan and objective. And when you connect all that, all of a sudden, you are going to find yourself, the happy self, the confident self. Someone that now has something to offer, something to say. Even if the payoff, the financial payoff at that time is not that wonderful. But if you have the resources of your family is helping you out or government is helping you, take it. Take those resources at the time in order to make something out of yourself and then go and give back, right? And no longer use the resources that can go somewhere else. You are going to be a resource for others. But start with this, because it is important for you to have a plan. But sometimes our plans are so scattered all over the place that we cannot bring it down and look at it face to face and make the connection and making something wonderful with it. Don't forget, blueprint for your physical mind. And we will deal with the spiritual in other segments, but I wanted to share what took place between me, the conversation, and one of the viewers, which is also a very dear friend. Thank you for watching. Namaste.